What's up, guys? So, okay. So today is going to be a roommate horror story, or kind of like a dorm horror story, because like the roommate really wasn't like the issue that much, but like she kind of was at the same time. And I'm back in my bed because, like I said before, it's the most comfortable spot. So sorry, not sorry. So let's just start from the beginning. So I don't remember exactly what day this was. Okay, so this was on Sunday. This is really so recent, literally like last week. Yeah, this was Saturday to Sunday. So Saturday, whatever like weekday that was, like, or number day, I'll maybe put it in if I can remember. So it was like Saturday night. And I was planning on moving out anyways. So yeah. But I wasn't sure exactly like which day I was gonna end up moving out. So I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can just like figure it out and then see how it was. And I've been planning for a really long time to go and get a McChicken, or just like go to McDonald's to get something to eat, because I don't eat out that much. So I thought, okay, like it's kind of like a nice, like, not nice day to eat out, but like, like, okay, I'll eat out this one time, because I didn't have really even that much food left, because like I said, I was getting ready to move out. I didn't want to like go grocery shop and buy more food. So yeah, so I went to my McDonald's. I got my food. I got a fry and McChicken. Got the $1 fry and then the $1 McChicken, only for like $2.14 with tax. It was, see those deals. You have to keep up with them. But anyways, so I came back, right, and I noticed that my roommate was like back. I thought she was always there. I can't, like, I really don't know if she was here, like, when she, like, is here in the dorm. So basically, I have my own room, and we have, like, a suite style. So there's 4 bedrooms, and there's one person in each room, but there was nobody in one of the rooms, so I only had 2 other roommates instead of 3, like, usually. So one of the roommates came home, and I didn't know that she was just coming home then. Like I said, I really don't talk to her, and her door was still open, so I assumed that like she was still there. I don't know. I didn't like check to see. Like I said, I don't know if did I say that her door was open, but like the light wasn't on. So, but like I still didn't like care to like, hey, are you here or not? So I came back in and went to McDonald's, and I went down to my room and I started eating it, and I noticed, I just saw, okay, like I started moving around in her room basically. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I wasn't gonna like stop or say anything or like do anything extra, because one, I'm trying to eat my food while it's still hot, and two, I don't really like, I don't know what I would say. We don't talk like that. So I was eating my food and I was watching a Nikki Glamour video. I'm pretty sure that's her name, Nikki Glamour. Yeah, that's her name. I was so excited to be watching this video because I love her story times, and I was just like, and then I hear a knock at my door. I'm just like, oh my god. So I answered it, and she started talking to me about, like, she's like, oh my god, there was these bugs in my room. I'm just gonna name her Linda. Just say that was her name. That's not her actual name, but I'm just gonna call her Linda. So Linda knocked on my door. I answered it. She was like, oh my god, there's these bugs in my room, whatever. And I was like, honestly, to be 100% honest, I was not really listening to what she was saying, because she just kept on going on and going on about the same thing. Like, I was just like, okay, like, I wasn't trying to be rude, but like she's like one of those people that just like keep on talking, and like at some point you're just gonna nod and be like, okay, yeah, oh really, me too. Like that. I was just like, okay, Linda. And then, so yeah, and the bugs were like gnats and like flies and stuff like that, and I was like, okay. So she was like, I didn't realize how bad it really was. So yeah, So then after that, she was like, after I already got done eating my full meal, I had fries, a large fry, and a sandwich, and like literally, she knocked my door and I started eating it. And by the time she was done, I was already done with my meal, and I was like, okay, I get that. I guess that defeats the purpose of me trying to eat my food while I'm watching this story time. But oh well. So yeah. So she then um okay, so then she was like, when you're done with your food, just like if you want to take out the trash with me and like throw it away, so like the bugs don't get to it. And I was like, okay, I mean, like, I guess. And mind you guys, this was at like 10 and maybe 11 p.m. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll go with you to like take out your trash or whatever. So yeah, we went with her. I went with her to take out her trash, and we came back, and then I was like, okay, so like how bad is it, like. And so I went into her room, and like it was disgusting. There were gnats and like just like tiny flies, maybe fruit flies. I don't know exactly what they were. I'm not gonna like take a microscope, stethoscope, whatever it is, and like look and see like, okay, what type of wings do they have, what type of bug are they. I'm not doing that. I was just like, this is disgusting. And like I said before, I wasn't really listening to what she was saying when she was talking to me, so I didn't know exactly what she was saying. So she was like, I was like, okay, so how did this happen again? Like, why are all these bugs in your room all of a sudden? And she said that when the last person moved out, they left like food behind their drawer, and like it was getting moldy, and that's what caused the gnats. And I was like, okay, okay, and I was like, that doesn't really, like, I don't know if that's what actually happened or not. Like, when I was moving out, well, one, they push all the furniture into the middle of the room. Pretty sure they do that at like all colleges. And then two, when I was moving out too, they check each drawer. So if all the stuff is pushed to the middle of the room, like, how is that behind your drawer? But that's besides the point. Not trying to flame anybody, but yeah. So I was like, okay. So she was like, oh my god, like, these are so gross. And it was like literally so many. And she was like, I have like these illnesses, like, and there was mold on the food. And I was like, okay. And she called the RA, I guess, but they wouldn't help her because it was the weekend. Okay. So I was like, okay, we can maybe drive to Walmart, or not Walmart, maybe we can drive to the store and like we can get something since I have a car. And she didn't, and like I don't want these bugs to come into my room too, because I noticed like a couple gnats here and there, but like not like, maybe like one in my room. Sis had 500 in her room. I was like, what? So we drove to Hy-Vee, and then she was complaining. She was like, I wanted to go to Walmart. I'm not gonna drive you to Walmart at 11 p.m. soon to be 12 a.m. because where we were, like, they don't light up the roads whatsoever. I like would have like I can't see that well at night. I mean, I have 20/20 vision, but like I don't have night vision. I can't see at dark when there's no like lights in the road. And like, sis, I can't. I'm not gonna drive, and that's gonna waste my gas. Like, I'm not gonna drive you to Walmart. So we went, and she was like all debating, like, oh my god, I don't know what to get. Like, this is too expensive, and I wasn't gonna pay for any of that. Like, I'm not paying for that. So we finally went back, and she started doing like these like peppermint bombs, or like lavender bombs and stuff. And I was just like, okay. She gave me a couple to put in my room. I was like, okay. And I'm gonna insert the like videos and stuff of them now. This is so gross. You can barely even see that. you probably won't be able to see them because they're literally so small, but there was like 500 in that room. It was gross. And since her door is open now, and she said that like she like grabbed it behind the door or something, and like so they all like came out at once. So I guess why. So her door is always open, but I guess when she did that, that's when they all like came out. I guess. So that's why they weren't like everywhere before. And also, I don't know, I didn't add this in, but like at some time between us going to the store and like coming back and like putting the like little like lavender bombs and stuff everywhere, we um we were cleaning out one of her drawers, and sis had moldy apples in one of her drawers, like old apples. What? And you're telling me that like, oh, like there was like the old people like left the food here, but like there was like moldy apples behind your drawer. So I don't understand how that came to be. But anyway, so we put all these like little lavender bombs and stuff, and by this time all of the like gnats that were in her room like came out. They started going to my bathroom, my room, and I was like, oh my god. And then god, it was so gross. And they like literally like multiplied. Like there was 500 in our room, and all of a sudden there was 1,000 like in the like whole entire apartment thing, suite thing. And I was like, yeah, this is not okay. So I was helping sis all night, like do like lavender bombs, clean out her like room, like do stuff like that, like help her with her laundry. I kept on like, okay, we can take this trash out. And then when we were outside taking out her trash, she would like stop in the middle and like pick up like frogs and stuff. And I was like, what are you doing? I was like, no, no. And then she like used my chair to like leave the door open. I don't know, I guess so the gnats could go out. I don't know. And then I was like, and then we left the room at some point. I was like, can we like put the door back in? Actually, this was at 4 a.m., so I'm kind of jumping ahead in the story, but I'm already saying it, so I'm just going to finish that thought. I was like, can we like put the chair back inside? And she was like, it's 4 a.m., no one's going to take your stuff. And I was like, sis, like that, like my stuff is expensive. Like no one's, I mean like my laptop and stuff like that, it's not like that, like it's not that expensive, but I'm not gonna pay for a new laptop or something because you decided to leave the door open. So I was like, yeah, no, I don't care, like bring the chair back inside. So that was a little jump in time. But so like I said, I kept on helping her, like taking out trash, stuff like that. And then at around like 2 a.m., I feel like when we've been trying to like just like get rid of these gnats, I would finally decide like, yeah, this is nasty, I'm moving out today. They were coming out of my drains in my bathroom at this point, like all my drains, all in the shower. I was like, no, I'm moving out. And that's when I packed all my stuff up and I decided to move out. I was like, yeah. I had like 1 week left of classes. I wrote all my teachers and I was like, hey, like my room is infested. I can't live here anymore, so I'm moving out. And they were just like, oh, okay, like you'll be fine. Like thanks for letting me know. And then so that girl, oh my god, I feel like she was really like trying me that night. And she kept on showing me like pictures of like animals and stuff. And I was like, I don't like that. Like, please stop showing me these weird animals. And she kept on doing it. And I was like, okay. So she was like texting her other roommate, like telling her like there's bugs by the way, or whatever. And she wasn't replying, so I don't know what she was doing. So then I was like, yeah, Linda, I'm gonna be moving out. So yeah. And then she was like, oh, can I help you? And I was like, no, please, no, no. So I literally packed all my stuff out, put it in my car. Mind you, this was at like 4 a.m. to 6 a.m. I was putting stuff into my car to go back home. And from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. ish, I was packing my stuff to go home. And then, but when I was packing my stuff, I was just planning to I wasn't planning to go home at that time, but I kind of was, but I didn't like really know like I'm going home until like 4 a.m. So I started putting my stuff into my car, and she was sleeping in the living room because her room was disgusting, like covered in all types of bugs. I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm not dealing with this. So I then skirted home, and yeah, and it takes me like 40 minutes to get home. And my mom was like, it was like my mom wasn't even planning. I was like, Mom, like I have to go home. And I was like, you don't understand. It's infested. I can't live here. I'm going home. So yeah, and so that was on Sunday. So no, this is on like Saturday through Sunday. So then Sunday, like after like at Sunday at 3 o'clock, I still had my mini fridge there, my microwave, and like other stuff that I can't carry because I'm weak. So I had my brother come and get it for me, with me, and like I was just gonna like sign all the papers to move out because I didn't sign those yet because it was like 4 a.m. and I like left majority of my stuff in. So at like 3 p.m., me and my brother went there and we like signed us out. And then when I got there, she was like just like standing at my door, like watching us move. I was just like, "What are you doing?" And then she was like, "Hey, can I use your vacuum?" And I was like, "Yeah." Like, hurry up and use it. I'm about to go, and she didn't even use it. I'm like, I've been leaving my vacuum for her to use it for like the past, like, since yesterday, and she still hasn't used it, and the floor was like all gross. And when I came back, like the like bugs like triplified. I don't know if that's a word, but yeah, that was my short little story of like my roommate horror story, like dorm infestation story. The roommate, honestly, she was not that bad. She was actually like really nice. I was just annoyed. So yeah, she didn't try to kill me. She didn't try to do anything else. She was just kind of annoying. But the dorm infestation was really the horror story. And yeah, I hope y'all like this. Tell me if you guys ever had experience like this. And